Hello everyone, and this is Maradius, and today we are going to be continuing my 100% run of Super Mario 3D Land. Hello Luke Lima, nice to see you as always. I did remember we do have to go back and clear the castle because I didn't do that as Luigi last time. But we just need to do it now. Yeah, getting there to the end, I kind of forgot we were pretty much almost done. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get through things. But we got plenty of time. Ignore the fact that I'm on a timer right now. But we basically have plenty of time. Gonna skip that timer. Just skip that timer too. You know, gotta skip that timer as well. You know, we don't actually need. Okay, I just. Very few things in this game. I'm gonna play Pikmin 2 Randomizer next. Yep, I sure am. I mean, unless the final stage just ends up being absolutely brutal. Especially since I need to beat it twice. But I think I'll be fine. Okay, that was a little dumb of me, but we're fine. Just gotta be a bit more careful. Preferably not miss timers, but we got plenty of time. I need to not maneuver weirdly like that. Not like really too worried about this stage. Maybe I should be, but it'll be fine. I don't know why I just stood there waiting for the platform to go up when I know there was a cosmic clone on my tail. Just do dumb things sometimes. Dumb things like that. Really need to get back into the groove of things. Okay. Let's just do things right this time. Or at least right enough. Okay, just didn't want to go up. Unfortunate. It is how it is sometimes. But yeah, at some point after this, I'm gonna have to go back and check on my 3DS if it supports like more than 8 directional inputs, or if it really is just stuck to 8 directional inputs. Because that is where a lot of my problems are coming, is that my inputs are only being registered in 8 directions, or really 6, because the diagonal inputs aren't working. Or some of them. And movement would be a lot smoother if it would just work right. We want to grab that. Okay. Well, that's everything through 8-1 done. Because we did 8-1 at the end of last stream. Let's hope I remember how to do these stages. Oh, it shouldn't be that bad. Other than, like, the castle stages. Because whether I like it or not, I did struggle a bit with them as Mario. Yeah, you know what would really help with this level? Some good old 3D depth perception. Oh man, if only I was playing on a device with 3D enabled. There we go. Throw me off, thank you. We need not concern ourselves with the rocky wrenches. You know, the checkpoint would have been pretty nice, I'd have to say. I mean, we'll be fine, but like... Yeah, see, we're fine. Like the 3D effect, but you can see why people don't use it a lot. I mean, it was pretty good effect. It's just that, like... I do think it can be a bit more straining on your eyes. Maybe, I don't know if that was the case or not. But... Well, there's a number of reasons. Really, like, it was mostly a novelty thing rather than something that, like, drastically changed your gameplay. And, like, sure, okay. This game definitely made use of it, but some of it you could argue was a little forced and more just to show off the technology. I mean, like, even VR, it's not really used that often. Or that widespread, because... that's, like, arguably better 3D than... I mean, it's not arguably, it is better 3D than what the 3DS can offer, but... The VR has its own problems. That it just plain 3D doesn't, but, yeah. Let me just focus on this so I don't have to do it over again. I mean, we are doing, like, pretty good. Just take the hit, it's fine. Alright, there we go. That stage wasn't too bad. I mean, like, yeah, obviously we still have the worst stage coming, so let's not get ahead of myself, but yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's give a power up. It does. Okay, well, we're obviously going to want that. Not if I fall down like that, though. I'm just making really dumb mistakes. Not the best stages to warm up with, but you gotta make do with what you have sometimes. Doing good, doing good. Since a lot of these are timer levels, I kind of gotta focus. Think I got enough time? I don't know. Alright, on to the last airship level.
Let's go.
This should be fine. Mainly just because we don't have to deal with auto scrolls or bosses or whatever. Almost fell off there. That would have been bad. Okay, well that was easy. Thank goodness. Well, I say thank goodness, but we're like only 15 minutes in. So like we're not really that pressed for time. So I could have spend a lot more time on that if I had to, but... All right, one more normal stage to go. This did give me quite a bit of trouble as Mario, so hopefully I don't screw this up as Luigi. That would kind of suck. Having the boomerang flower does help quite a bit. Because I'm gonna have, well, I'm gonna have a lot more time than I need. Just don't be stupid and don't take dumb hits. Really, that's all there is to it. Okay, now I just gotta not be dumb. Dry Bowser isn't that bad when I have so many hit points I can waste. Okay, well, it doesn't help when I do stuff like that, but we'll be fine. Okay, now he's just throwing for content. What a jump was that? You weren't even trying, bro! Bit surprising I first tried it like that, but... Well, I'll take it. Alright, so this should mean we've unlocked World Special 8 Crown. Yeah, with more HP it's easy, but even then, like, I didn't get hit from Dry Bowser himself. I got hit by the Hammer Bros for stupid reasons along the way. And yep, there it is. World 8 Crown just showed up out of nowhere. So I'm going to do it as Luigi first, just because I've been doing a lot of Luigi. And we'll go back and do it as Mario. Well, this first section is definitely a lot easier than the first section of Champions Road. The Super Leaf kind of makes this a bit of a joke, doesn't it? I'm just trying to see if they would dare give you power-ups. Well, you know, I probably should defeat this guy. Just because he will get in the way. Iron Bros the hardest enemy? Well, in this game, the hardest enemy is definitely Bowser. Oh boy. Well, now it's about to get a lot harder now that we don't have the Super Leaf. But it's fine. Hammer Bros like aren't too bad, but they are definitely one of the more annoying enemies. Just because how easy it can be for them to hit you while you're trying to... How easy it can be for them to hit you as you're trying to jump on them. I mean, I say the stage got a lot harder. Well, okay, but it didn't feel that bad. Definitely not anywhere near Champions Road. I am, like, tempted to go back and grab a Super Leaf just because that makes it much easier, but, like, the stage doesn't really seem bad enough to warrant that just yet. Ignore the fact that I just fell down. That's kind of irrelevant. Then again, I don't really have any idea how long this stage is. Yeah, now, yes, there's going to be plenty of deaths due to just simple, stupid things, but that's the case in any stage. It's just some precise jumps that I gotta get muscle memory for. Like that one. That one will be a little tricky. But once I get it down, it'll be nothing. So I'm bounce off to my death. Now, where I'll really struggle a lot in this stage is if they ask me to do diagonal to the bottom left or the bottom right. That could possibly make this stage really difficult for me. Just because of the controller issue. Getting the right momentum is a little difficult sometimes. Super Leaf, my beloved. Yeah, it's, of course, pretty overpowered in this game, but it is kind of surprising how much it helps. I'm just gonna fall down. You know, another thing about it, with Champions Road, how much of an easier time would it have been had I gone to grab a Super Leaf instead of grabbing the Super Bell every time? Like, I feel like it might have actually just made it so much easier. Because while the Super Bell's mobility is unmatched, it's not a very safe option. Whereas the Super Leaf is a very safe option. It is like how I was able to do it pretty easily as Peach. To a lesser extent, Rosalina. Like, the Super Leaf helps a lot with that. If I just grabbed that, I probably could have finished Champions Road a lot sooner. I just keep doing jump inputs way too late. And one slight problem is there's no star medals in this stage, whereas there was green stars in Champions Road. And the green stars kind of helped serve as a marker of how far along you were. Whereas in this game, or with this level, you just kind of have to hope you're close to the end. Why do I keep messing up my jump inputs? I tried rushing forward a little there. It didn't work out. It's okay. Not sure what I'm gonna do to go grind lives. You probably could do it in the second level because that's just how it works. But I don't know. I mean, like I'm hoping it won't be that bad that I'm gonna have to go grind lives. I am real tempted to go back and just grab the super leaf to get this over with, but I think I should give it a few more, quite a few more tries without. It's the first time on this part do I use the D-pad. So the D-pad only affects the camera. So I can. Okay, well that threw me off. Yeah, so I have to use the control stick. Okay, now I'm just screwing up a bunch here. What happened to me? I was doing fine on this part moments ago. It's not a challenging section. All right, it's maybe a little difficult. It'll be fine. That falling down through the gap is so annoying, but is what it is. You gotta increase consistency. Not whatever that is. All right, that was a little silly of me. It's fine. Okay, that was kind of really dumb on my part. I mean, like, I probably should just ignore the guy altogether, but it's not really that much of a threat. You just gotta wait a few moments. Didn't bounce right there. It's fine. Maybe I should deal with this guy just because I am likely to mess up a few times on this, so it's not as simple as just wait once, wait multiple times. Ah! Momentum's not great in this game for precise jumps. Especially with how the inputs are ever so slightly not as responsive as you'd like. It's fine. If I never level 60, I will grab the Super Leaf just because I want to have a better idea of like how long the level is. And well, it is kind of rough dying to the same precise jumps over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, I actually made that without having to wall jump this time. Yeah, I guess Luigi's slipperiness doesn't really help here, does it? I jumped too early. Way, way too early. Might be a better option to just go instead of trying to slowly go across. It's like I'm doing it there and it's fine. No, and not like that. But it's fine. That's a little less fine, but it's fine. Wild that you can jump on a Goomba and still get hit by him. Slow down a little. Again, should have slowed down a little. Not learning my lesson here. Yeah, like I didn't feel like this is not going to be like as bad as Champions Road, not by a long shot. I mean, it does help that I don't have to do it 5 times, only have to do it twice. That was a very dumb jump there to do, but we're fine. I should just practice going. To do the jumping to go with the going, but it's fine. But yeah, probably like I don't know how long this is. I like could literally be almost at the end. I kind of doubt that. I'm probably at best halfway through. But I actually I have such a bad memory of this stage that I legitimately can't tell you how close I am to the end. Oh boy. Well, I mean, this isn't too bad, especially... Well, okay, it's a little more bad when I do stunts like that. Just avoid them. Don't take unnecessary risks. Okay, he moved a bit faster than I thought he would. Well, that's like gotta be the last section, right? I can't imagine they would have you do a bunch of platforming, and then a boss fight, and then have you do a bunch more. But that would have been kind of funny because, like, with the super leaf, I almost straight up cleared it first try. I didn't miss that jump on the toad. I probably would have made it to the boss fight, taken it carefully, and then just cleared it. Yeah, holy smokes! If that really is it, then like we're almost done. Already made it back. Yeah, this isn't gonna take much time at all. Even doing it twice. Just gotta be, you know, not dumb. One down, just the other to go. Oh, of course that wasn't going to be the end. Silly me. There's still more. No! Gosh dang it. But yeah, like, no, I legitimately have no idea how far this goes. So it seems like that's probably the halfway point. Or like, let's say there's break the stage up in, well, let's say break it up into 5 sections. With the part with the hammer bro and the boomerang bro for section 1, precise jumps section 2, boom boom and pom pom is section 3, the switchboard section is section 4, and then that fire bar donut block section is section 5. Maybe, I don't know. Might just be hoping. If I drop below 30, I will start using the super leaf just so I don't have to go and grind lives. But I think I might not have to worry about that. It's like the switchboard section is not too bad. First, I stuff silly dust like that. Yeah, like all in all, it's definitely nowhere near Champions Road in difficulty, and I did know that going in. Ignore the fact that I just died because of my stupidity there, but yeah. But if I'm having trouble here, then it's gonna be a bit oof later on. I'm still not fully sure if I would, well, it probably wouldn't be fair to say this is harder than Perfect Run. But I feel like I am possibly spending more time on this than I did on Perfect Run, so I don't know. I'm also thinking, like, if I ever, like, one day have the time and the skills to make a ROM hack of my own, of, say, Galaxy or Galaxy 2, because those are more accessible to make ROM hacks of than other Mario games, I'm definitely, I'm gonna have to really think long and hard about what I'm gonna do for the final bonus level that's extra challenging, and how that's probably gonna take me a lot of time to make. Especially if I'm aiming for something harder than the base game, and then it'll just kind of be, Man, if I can get consistency on that part, this whole thing it's finished. It won't take me long at all. But you know what? Maybe it's time we go try a bit more with the Super Leaf. Just because I don't want to have to go grind lives. It's funny, like the Toad houses just never respawn. Makes sense, but it's just kind of Well, let's bring this Super Leaf back with us to World Special 8 Crown. Don't worry, game. I'm fine. And, like, I had to keep... telling you that, but trust me, I'm fine. All right, let's do this. Let's try not to lose the Super Leaf stupidly, because that would just hurt a bit. I lost it immediately. Oh well. I'm not like opposed to just running 1-1 a bunch of times to grab a Super Leaf. You know, I almost lost it again. Maybe I don't deserve the Super Leaf. Okay. That Toad section is a little tricky, but manageable. No! Well, no Super Leaf, so we go figure. Well, I can't even take a hit. Okay, well, that's a tad bit of an oof on my part, but I think we should be fine. We were not, in fact, fine. All right, well, time to go grab it again. It's fine. Main reason, like, I'm doing this is just because it does make the early sections so much more consistent. And it'll save a lot of time from not having to die stupid deaths to very precise jumps. So I don't mind doing it. As opposed to like Champions Road, where getting the power up for every attempt, it just didn't really help other than giving you hit points for the later sections. But yeah. Let's try not to lose our Super Leaf super early. Just need to get really good. I would very much like to finish this tonight, though.
we go.
Just need to get really good with doing these jumps safely. I guess it's like debatable how safe that is, but we're fine. Right, there we go. Just need to really get consistent at finding Boom Boom and Pom Pom. Well, that's not exactly a consistency I was supposed to be getting, but it's okay. Time to just use the super leaf again. I can just kind of skip ahead like this. Oh boy, cosmic clothes. Okay, yeah, it's just... Yeah, I did almost beat it already, but yeah. Well, I mean, I am literally beating right now, but yeah. Of course, let's not mess up. Let's get that golden flag. Now, we still gotta do it as Mario, so we're not free yet. But yeah, it is kind of funny how the Super Leaf just makes it a lot easier.
Mario. Here we go.
Don't die already. That would be pretty bad. Now, like, Mario's a little less slippery. I'm also kind of hoping it just kind of doesn't matter. Now, it's going to be important that I don't get hit here because I don't have a backup super relief. But it should be fine. Just gotta be careful. No! Okay, well, that's a little rough. Definitely be a little rough. Those last few sections. Without the super leaf, but if I'm just good, then it doesn't matter. No! Oh, man. Alright, well. Time to go back to course selection. Go back to 1-1. Get ourselves another super leaf. And then just try it again.
Let's go.
Yeah, next game we're gonna be playing. Starting with next stream, of course, not this one. It's going to be Super Mario Odyssey, the last of the 3D Mario games. For now, anyways. And I know that one's definitely going to be fun to play because Odyssey is just a really well-designed game. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like my favorite of the 3D Mario games, just because the formula for it is very different. But like, it's very hard to say that it's not a great, enjoyable game to play. So I'm definitely going to be excited for that. There's just a slight issue that I've definitely seen a lot of Odyssey content over the years because there's a lot of content creators who make stuff for it. So it won't be necessarily as blind, quote unquote, as say the 3D Land or the 3D World runs were. But it should still mostly be fine. Darker Side of the Moon is definitely going to be rough. If my performance in these stages is any indication. But I'm sure I'll be able to pull through eventually. Toad, no! Toad, you should have just jumped up and bopped me up, please. It's okay. It's really this section that I'm struggling with the most. Seems to be apparent. Like, I was struggling on the second section in Champions Road as well. It was kind of funny if you think about it, but... Alright, come on. Come on, Mario. Please jump high enough and then actually make it onto the next block instead of falling down. I'd like to finish this tonight, please. Fail the toe jump again. Dang it. All right. It definitely does become a bit wonkier with the super leaf, but we'll manage.
Let's go.
Looks like Mario ate too much pasta. Maybe. He'll get there.
Here we go.
You know, once I get a run where I do the toe jump just fine and I do pom pom boom boom damageless, it's done. Don't slip off there. Fortunately, I can just recover it very easily. But still, Mario, do better than that. All right, there we go. Let's just do this fight right. I mean, we have the backup super leaf, so in pretty good condition anyways. No! I mean, like, it's not that big of a deal, but no! Alright, let's do this. This game you can't attack. You can, it's just that you have to hit him on the head or you take damage. I found that generally I'm a lot more inconsistent with getting that hit on him when he's spinning, whereas it's much safer to get a hits on him when he's dazed. Again, how much of an endurance level this is, I kind of just don't want to have to worry about that. So I play it safe. I don't know how you're supposed to normally navigate through that, but it kind of doesn't matter. We're done. We are done. Yeah, I'd say the fact you can bring the super leaf to make this a lot easier definitely makes it a lot easier than Perfect Run. It's still decently challenging, but like compared to all the other like final stages, it's not that bad. Yep, and now GG's for real. Oh no, I pressed the B button. No, I just want to go back to the main menu, see all my stars and everything. Is that too much to ask? Yep, 5 stars. We didn't get the sparkles, but honestly, I don't care. It's not that important to me to go back and redo it for the stars. I've pretty much seen all the content in the game anyway, so it's not really. All right. Well, now that we are done with that, it's time we get going to the Pikmin 2 randomizer. So let me shut down Citra. Let me start up Dolphin. Make sure I swap all the categories. update on YouTube. I really need like a better thumbnail just for general use. Oh well, it's fine. Make sure all the tags are right. I think this is right one. Let me change the text. Like 3D land. Make sure the game capture is capturing the right thing. It's finicky about this sometimes. No, you're still not capturing the right. Okay, there we go. I'm about to say, geez. All right. Let's see. So if I remember correctly, we finished the Awakening Wood. So I mean, that pretty much leaves everywhere else. Got 73 treasures. Quite a bit, considering the circumstances. So it's probably a good idea to go to the Valley of Repose. Just do get all the treasures there. And do everything. See the Toady Blaster over there. Okay, that's rude. Heck, they taken out a third of our HP right off the bat. Okay, well that's just mean. Didn't know Shearwigs were so violent. Well, let's try to be a bit more careful, I suppose. We want 30 or 15 15 50 10 10, I think. That's the ratio I was going with. Do not grab that just yet. All right, now you can grab it. So we're obviously gonna have to fight all these enemies along the way. Please don't. Thank you. Now I don't know. Heck you, game. No, 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 no. Disaster waiting to happen. And we lost a white Pikmin. Just hurry up and kill these guys. Get them out of the way. What is Louis doing? Probably should not let him die. Back here. Don't kill Louis. Thank you. Gosh, this is an absolute mess. I mean, like, I shouldn't be surprised, but it still is an absolute mess, no matter how you look at it. Just bring this back, replenish numbers, whatever. And we'll scat ahead with our remaining squad, I guess. I don't know. Yep, get this out of the way so Toady Blaster doesn't attack us, and then we'll go kill him too. Okay, you didn't need to hit us like that, bro. Fine. We got the treasure over here, right? Yeah. So Louis is doing suboptimally. Unfortunately, we can't just heal our Pikmin at the ship. I'm sorry, heal our captain at the ship, but it's fine. Where are those Pikmin taking the... Okay, they're taking it that way, which case we'll just wait for them. It'll be fine. Okay, there's just blue Pikmin chilling all the way out there for some reason. It's alright, I guess. Now let's hope I remember what I need to actually do. The bridge is going to be really annoying. Because there's going to be all sorts of cancer in and around the water. Or maybe not. Maybe things will be fine. And, you know, unless there's enemies hiding underground, which... Well, I mean, it's not the worst enemies to have hiding underground. It's, you know, they kind of drown underwater, I believe. Not that bad. Should make quick work of these guys and we're good to go. Now, I know there's a Wally Hop on the other side, and that's a little suboptimal. But we should probably be able to beat it just fine. Okay, some Pikmin got lost along the way, I'm guessing. We'll grab them later, it'll be fine. Bit bold of me to assume I could do that without casualties. Of course you eat the white Pikmin. Classic, classic, classic. No, we'll leave you guys to do that. We should really deal with the Wally Hop. Okay, yeah, not that much. Calm down, dude. All right, now can these guys grab this without dealing with Fire Geyser? Okay, that's kind of my fault. Okay, so the answer is pretty much no. They can't handle the Fire Geyser. It's fine though. We could just grab a red Pikmin, chuck him across. And then he'll just deal with all that. There's also a treasure up here that you're supposed to use yellows for. Yeah, and that should be easy. Be nice if you guys fell down the right way. Well, I guess you don't really need yellows for it, huh? Purples will do just fine. We'll kind of just leave them be for right now. We should check on the progress. I should have put more white Pikmin on that, huh? We're doing okay. I do feel an urge to keep raising my Pikmin numbers, so. Dude, no. Get rid of... You pretty much got rid of all the Fire Guys except the ones you actually need to get rid of. Like, dude, come on. Now it's getting dark. Just making sure he's still doing his job. Just bring these back. Hopefully. Might have been a bit of a ask to ask them to bring that all back in time, but I knew I heard something. I don't really know what happened with that red Pikmin. He was just kind of okay there for a moment, despite everything. And then I let him drown. Okay, my bad. My bad. That was just a tad bit short-sighted on my part. Happens to the best of us. Should have paid more attention. Alright, if anyone can bring this back fast, it's Flower Pikmin. Or Flower White Pikmin. Is it really important to bring back Pikmin? Or bring back enemies? No. But I feel like doing it anyway, so, well, we are. Just making sure all the Pikmin are more or less accounted for. Okay. There's one Pikmin not accounted for? Where is he? The map's not telling me anything. Oh no, I just didn't pluck it. Okay. I'm just a little dumb sometimes. Don't mind me. All right, well, I guess it's debatable whether or not that was a good day, but good enough. Really? No, I mean, we only got 2 treasures, but we cleared out stuff, made some degree of progress. And, yeah. And now we got these bozos here joining us at the beginning. You hate to see it. Like, I'm not sure whether I want to, like, do the... Well, I probably can grab the last few above ground treasures. There's, like, what, 1 left? So long as it's not, like, enough to trigger the the base ending, then we're fine. And we could go into a cave. We'll have to go do another... And come back another day for the 2nd cave, but that'll be fine. Tell myself anyways. But we still do need to, like, bulldoze all the enemies along the way. Especially ones that could be as disruptive as this guy. So, are there multiple of them? Because it kind of sounded like it for a moment. Okay, no, there's just... Deal with the jelly float. Yep, want to deal with this guy a little bit further away. But actually, okay, yeah, I was about to say, don't let him just color pick. Just simplest, easiest way to deal with any problem. Come on, I thought I had Pikmin that were lagging behind or just disappeared behind stuff. Just get you out of the way so you're not becoming a bother. Especially as we try to drag treasure back. Just keep going. Yeah, I guess like some enemies don't respawn instantly, so it's a little safer in some parts, so we'll be good enough for now. Okay. So it got randomized into pretty much the same thing. That's not cool. Okay, you just shot over the wall like that. Well, I don't know how much Pikmin we lost. It was more than we should have had lost, but it's fine. Don't know how those guys were working on the bridge from down there. Let's see, what are the difficulties of these caves? Hard cave, of course. Of course it's going to be hard cave. Can't have things being too easy, now can we? Well, we'll take these enemies back to replenish numbers. Okay, that was actually 4 Dweevils instead of 1. I think we're gonna go do the hard cave. Why are you guys lagging so much? I see there's like some blue Pikmin that were left behind over there. We'll grab them when we can. Or just pluck the Pikmin, please. Yeah, I guess the Pikmin 4 update did drop today. I still don't think it's probably going to be substantial enough to warrant me playing the game again, but they did pretty much add like New Game Plus. So you could play the game with all your upgrades that you got. They did some other changes. I don't really remember. I need to like actually take a good long look at it. Just to like verify. I think most of the Pikmin we lost must have been blues. We need another white. But if it does like turn out that the enemy behavior changes are like really substantial, then I may consider going back and playing it again, along with doing the decoy Pikmin. But it would definitely have to be New Game Plus. It may be fun to do it as a when I'm done with this Pikmin 2 randomizer. just do Pikmin 4 hardest difficulty, new game plus. That could be fun. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll have to see. Probably like worth trying at least a little bit. And I know they also made it so you can skip day 1, which is really nice. And also, it means you can skip all the dialogue, all the big tutorials. It's just feels like it would be a lot more enjoyable to run through again. Problem is, it is still quite a lengthy game. So, I don't know. We'll see. Is there another Pikmin? There's a purple. You know what? It's fine. He'll get sent back to the ship. Alright, hard cave time. How hard can it be? Answer, very. Or not? Don't need to keep playing the value pose music, thank you. Don't get caught in the roots. We got to deal with Bulborb larva. Gosh, they're going to be swarming everywhere, aren't they? That is not one of the random enemies you want to have show up. Already they yearn to eat the Pikmin. Well, there's the 2 treasures. I just gotta make sure everything is safe. It probably was safe enough, honestly. So good Pikmin, good opportunity to get all these leaf Pikmin flowered up. It wasn't all of them, but good enough. But since, as we know, it's like only 2 treasures per floor, we're good to go. Gotta wait for them to bring that back. Alright. So I guess this is probably, assuming there's no immediate catastrophe. The electricity is not nice. Gotta be careful to angle my Pikmin such that they don't get themselves killed. Another Crawmad Haven. Gonna have to. But okay, I guess like a good time to talk about my thoughts about 3D Land. So it definitely is a little rough, little unpolished, but I think it's still a very enjoyable game. I still do think like the levels in 3D World are way better, But there's definitely plenty of standout levels in 3D Land. And it's still, like, very much enjoyable in its own right, which is good. And I'm glad I went to the effort to get an emulator. That is so weird positioning, but it's fine. I'm definitely glad I went and set it up to make sure I played it. The bonus world structure is interesting. It's nice that they pretty much added a lot of content instead of just saying, all right, 8 worlds and you're done. The game is easy enough that it definitely needed a little bit more. Because otherwise, I'd be done in like 3 streams instead of 5. So I mean, I guess it didn't really end that much, but still, it was much appreciated. I still do wonder if we're going to eventually see a return to the 3D, 2D Mario games. They have their own charm, but there definitely is some kind of clunkiness that doesn't make them necessarily feel as... The level design, of course, feels a bit more clunky and contrived. Which, I mean, like, it is to be expected, but still. Kill this guy, please. Thank you. I'm gonna hold off on getting more white Pikmin. We're good enough as is. I really don't like all these node dweevils. It's more crom ads. The game has a few choices that it likes to use, and then it just doesn't do anything else with this randomizer. How many times have we seen the crom ad heavy floor? And there being so many node dweevils is like a huge annoyance. Because you can't swarm him with all your Pikmin because, you know, they could just instant kill all of them. Even though there's very much enemies, you want a lot of Pikmin around to help get rid of them easily. Okay, just kill them super slow. You kill the other ones just fine. Don't go by the poison. I mean, like, I guess he's not really a threat to us. No, they aren't a threat to us anymore, huh? They didn't grab the treasure, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, just leave the dweevils alone. Now, of course, like, one of them has treasure, and that's not fun. Or, well, maybe one of them has a treasure. It could be a crawdad, too, for all I know. Well, let's take this nice and slow. Probably just park my Pikmin here. Let's see if we can deduce where the other treasure is. Seems like it's in this guy. Convenient. Alright. Well, now we just need our white Pikmin. Get rid of this. Hopefully the other Pikmin take the smart way around instead of the dumb way around. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now we're going to do the really dumb thing. So just, sometimes it pays to just take it nice and slow. You don't need a bum rush through everything, especially in a randomly generated hexcave like this. Alright. Sub-level 3 down. Who knows how many more left to go in this cave. And we'll pay off the debt by the time we get back to the surface. Nice. No, don't like this. You know, it's a miracle no Pikmin died from that, honestly. But you know what? I'll take it. Alright, let's hope these guys play nice. Alright, can you, like, come over here, please? Stop bullying my Pikmin over there. Can you bully them over here? Okay, we're having quite a few casualties here and there. Oh my gosh, he just blew Pikmin into the electrical wires. Oh boy. Isn't this a fun level? They just really love having unfun enemy combinations sometimes. But it's fine. Get out of there. Let the blue Pikmin handle it, since they can do fine in the water. As long as they don't get blown into the electrical wires and electrocuted, they'll be fine. Fall down already! I mean, that should be enough. Yeah, I know it's a little too late that that one was a little close to the wire, but it's fine. Some Pikmin losses are to be expected. Much as we do not like it. It's just how things are. Just get rid of this. You can go move on to the next sub-level. It'll be fine. Even though things have definitely been a little less than fine, it'll be fine. Grab all these spoils too, because why not? Okay. Sub-level 5. No, is this a real rest floor or is it a fake rest floor? Don't care about that guy. I mean, I guess it does seem like a real one. Alright, what numbers do we need to replenish the most? Get back to our optimal squad size. So it looks like answer's obviously blues. Now, is there another treasure in here? Or is it just this one? Because I don't like it when it makes it seem like, hey, we might have just screwed you over with the generation. We put in like a more billion candy pop buds, but we couldn't afford to actually put in, you know, the most important thing, that being the treasure. You easily see the case where it's buried. I mean, it seems like that is what's going on. You know, if they would just find it. Oh wait, no, it's. I'm dumb. I'm looking at the opposite way it should be. All right, where is it? It's not there. It's in that. Yeah, okay, it's probably in that dead end. Okay, it wasn't even buried. It was just literally right there. Okay, I'm just a little blind. Forgive me. He was over here, so we'll just wait. All right, let's go. All right, what do we have? Okay, this is already going to be it. Yikes. Alright, come on, hurry up and kill him. Well, there's one treasure. Plethora of annoying gates over there. You hate to see it. Just approach this carefully. There's a yellow Pikmin actually. Oh, okay, there's another guy hidden behind there. Great, go figure. Yellow Pikmin did fine for quite a decent bit. I mean, thank goodness that corner is there, but also, can this guy just get out of the way? Get out of the water, please. And let's hope we don't have to deal with this guy. Well, you could argue this was a bit sloppy, but we're doing okay. Get the white Pikmin out of here because we just want the blue Pikmin to get this. I knew that was probably another guy, but just had to check. Right, where there's one, there's always a more billion. Okay, or directional aiming. Just shoot each other, please. Thank you. Okay, decent chance. Treasures in this last guy. Let's just get all of our blues. And then try to approach this safely. Safely as you can approach a boulder shooting maniac. There we go. Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Now, the exit. Where is it? Probably just ignore these guys. Yep. It's just right here. Hold up, there's 3 treasures on this floor? Okay, that's slight bit of a... Wait, no. I think there was 3. I don't know. Oh, I'm just going crazy, I guess. All right, emergence cave layout. The lack of enemies has me a bit worried, but then again, it is the emergence cave layout, and there's like only so much you can do. Gosh, I thought for a moment, I was like, man, are those the noises of decorated cannon beetles? Maybe I'm just hearing things. No. Sadly, I was not just hearing things. That being said, very, very smooth, clear. Can you stop like drifting and just collide with an object? Thank you. Eat one of the cleaner dual decorated cannon beetle or magnetic cannon beetle larva kills I've gotten. You'll love to see it. Well, all that's left is to bring this back and then move on to the next floor. Once again, I don't actually know how many sublevels are in this one because, you know, it's super randomized to heck and back, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Maybe. I don't know. Just waiting. I'm probably not going to wait for that purple Pikmin to carry this guy all the way back all by himself. We'll just make sure this gets back and then call it there for this sub-level. Taking its time. It is a longer sub-level, that's for sure. Even if it's very enemy light. Okay. Sub-level 8 time. There's a pretty good chance we finish the Valley of Repose tonight, which will be nice. Probably. All right, let's see. What are we up against? What horrible monstrosity? Yada, yada, yada. Raging? Okay, that's not that bad. I'd like to think a squad like this could probably deal with it. Yeah, very, very clean performance. You loved it. He just dropped it and it immediately buried itself in the ground. Guys, pick it up. Cars 98. Okay. Go figure. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. But at least they do cap it to what you can reasonably obtain. I mean, like, it of course doesn't take purple Pikmin into account, but that's good for us. And now we do this fun thing called the waiting game, where we just sit around and wait for the treasure to take its sweet time. At least it wasn't like the Doomsday apparatus, which would have taken gosh dang forever to get over. Still not looking forward to wherever that ends up. Hopefully they made it so it travels faster, so if it shows up above ground, you can actually feasibly get it back to your ship in time. Because if not, that's a little less optimal, but is what it is. Okay. Please tell me there wasn't some magical treasure we just completely missed. Good, cave complete. You'll love to see it, because otherwise I would be in a lot of pain. I'm gonna redo a long 9 sub-level cave. Or 8. I honestly... No, that one was 8. It wasn't 9. But point is, oof, is what that would be if I had to do that. Right now it's gonna kick us out. Yada yada yada. Please don't make me go through the credits. It's a randomizer. I've already seen them. Probably not even changed for the randomizer. We're gonna have to watch this. All right, like if you let me skip the intro cutscene, but I guess skipping the base ending is too much to ask for. Fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's totally fine. I would like to finish the Valley of Repose tonight, please. So come on, get on with it. Guys are going back to PNF 404 anyway, so what does it matter? Come on. Okay, no. It really is just gonna make us go through all the credits. It's fine. Watched Louis go around making his way to the Wistful Wild, which we've already been to because, you know, it's a randomizer. Okay. Totally okay. Couldn't we get some credit specifically for the? I say that as if like the. If I do remember correctly, this randomizer wasn't fully finished and polished, which it probably explains some of the rough bits. But they probably would not have had time to really put in custom credits. I don't even know if you can with the Pikmin 2 ROM hack. Maybe you can. You probably can. But then again, I don't know. But I guess since it's like a video, it wouldn't be that hard to just put in your own video. Of course, that's too much work for a randomizer. So like, why would they? But point still stands. Oh yeah, this is just comparing to my non-randomizer run. So let's take another quick look at this. So I cleared the debt 1 day faster. I've lost pretty much twice as much Pikmin, almost. Quite a few more lost in battle. Same loss left behind. Lost 4 Pikmin to fire where I didn't lose any originally. Lost 5 to water. Lost 4 to electricity. I guess I didn't realize I didn't lose any to electricity in my original run. Interesting. 30 Pikmin lost to explosions. That changes when you look at the full game picture. Only 1 lost to poison. And more Pikmin born, of course. And less red Pikmin born. Had more yellows born. Had more blues born, of course. Had the same amount of white Pikmin born. Wow, what are the chances of that? And less purples born. And I beat it faster. Which, I mean, like, it's not really that surprising. But again, I am kind of going through caves a bit faster. Yes, of course. We're not done here. Oh, you're gonna make me sit through this cutscene too. All right, let's go back and do this last cave here, and then I guess we'll make some progress in the perplexing pool. Maybe? Probably. Of course, like probably a bunch of random garbage just spawned in, so we're gonna have to be careful because screw you, I guess. Well, I guess maybe they randomized into dandelions and ferns. Or they just didn't respond. Okay, well that makes things simpler here. Be nice if the leaf Pikmin weren't so slow, but you just gotta deal with it sometimes, I guess. Just make sure we got everybody. So guys, in the water respawn, we don't care. Someone could just jump out of the ground, jump scare us at any moment. Or not. Hard to say. Alright, let's break open this egg, see what it has for us. Yeah, it could be worse. At least it removes itself out of our way, so we don't have to worry about it. That was looking at probably actually multiple volatile weevils at once. But, I mean, they all blew up at once, so does it really matter? Just deal with you before you spawn in a bomb. Just do it with all you guys. Alright, well there's one treasure already. Just swarm and get rid of all the enemies in the way. You don't have to worry about nothing if you do that. No, don't. Glad no Pikmin died from that, because we definitely could have had some deaths. Honestly, a very chill sublevel. Can just get away by doing mad dash to the enemies and killing them. Okay, there's those guys around, which will be a little bit annoying to spot. We have to figure out where the other treasure is. It could be just about anywhere here, for being honest. Well, like it's probably not along this winding path, but it might be at the end of it. Excuse me? One treasure. Did I just, like, miss the other treasure or something? Or is there legitimately only one treasure? Because I'm going to be, like, legitimately very annoyed if you just say, oh, we couldn't spawn the treasure. Like, there's all this wide open space. Oh, we couldn't spawn the treasure. I don't know if I buy that, buddy. Let's see. Could just go around this way. Like, the no views aren't that bad unless they're grouped together, which they tend not to be. Please get out of the water, thank you. We're just trying. Just hurry up and kill these guys. You always hate seeing a mid-height floor. It just sucks. Because at any moment, your plans could just come completely unraveled because there happen to be mid-heights in the way. Hopefully they avoid the weevils. You know what? That's fine. We didn't need the mid-height anyways. Alright, there's still another treasure. Not surprising. It's just there. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. We'll just beat up these guys, break down the gate, and all is good. Okay, no, it's just... You know, a few more purples never hurt. Alright, let's get going to the next sub-level. 3 out of 11 treasures. Doing pretty good. At least I'd like to think so. All right, what cancer's on the next one? Wide open. Crom ads again. Come on, be a little more original. Well, not only is it crom ads, it's crom ads near electricity. Go figure. And like, we don't care much about the dweebles right now. Well, that kind of makes things easy. Come on, actually aim at the guy, thank you. Well, we honestly just don't care about that dweeble. He can have his garbage. It doesn't really matter to us. Come on, you guys. Make it up there. How many more do I need to get up there? Okay, that's some pretty bad aim on my part. Just need to do it. Not like that. Just a little better, please. Probably weighs like either 5 or 7. The thing I want to do is accidentally call down the ones already up there, because this is already proving annoying enough in and of itself. Oh, gotta make this sub-level hard somehow. Okay, there we go. And that should be sufficient to just clear the sub-level and we're good. Works for me. Works for me. We can move on to the next sub-level. I probably should put more Pikmin on this. That would be a smart thing to do instead of just, you know, waiting. Okay, come on. Alright, that's 5. Okay, now you're just being mean, game. Like, flanking me with cannon beetle larva right off the bat? Like, can you be a little more considerate? I mean, like, we are, the thing is, though, is like, well, yeah, that was kind of pretty mean of them. We did only lose a few Pikmin, and we are pretty much already done with the whole sub-level. So, like, Whatevs. It's not that bad. I know some Pikmin were on fire, but they're fine. They're fine. They'll live. Just a slight burn, a little bit of cooking. All right, well, we get Bowman. Like, I kind of just don't want to deal with the Doodlebug. Like, I could get sprays, but I know I've been doing this whole randomizer without any sprays whatsoever. And it's, like, generally fine, but I just don't want to bother with getting sprays. It's so annoying in this. Alright, on to the next sub-level. It's going fine. At least I'd like to think it's going fine. Oh. That is an insane amount of bread bugs. Holy smokes, that's a lot of bread bugs. There's just no music. And we'll just do that to drag all the bread bugs over. You see, we could just do this. Makes it a lot easier to deal with the bread bugs. Okay, I didn't mean to chuck him in there, but it's fine. There's not a lot of bread bugs left anyways. We just need to get, like, one or two more, and then the big bread bug himself. Okay, there's still like 3 more. I mean, it doesn't help that this is an absolutely massive sub-level for some reason. Gosh, and there's so many bread bugs everywhere. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Alright, well, let's drag you back. It'd be nice if you guys kind of conglomerated over here. That way it would be easier to just grab you all, but... That one's gone. Are we gonna have to kill? Do I like horror games? You dig the vibe, but when you don't like the jump scares. I mean, like, if the main component of the game is mainly just a jump scare simulator, I don't care for it. But I don't mind some light horror elements. Like Metroid Dread was fun. And the horror parts didn't really get too much in the way and wasn't overbearing. But like I do find that sometimes the horror can just get really annoying. I mean, it's obviously supposed to just jump you and like startle you, of course. And like I'm not a big fan of that. But sometimes they can be fine. I will say, of course, my favorite horror game is Luigi's Mansion 1. I guess you could argue it's debatable whether it really counts as a horror game, but I'm pretty sure it does. The later Luigi's Mansion games definitely do not count as horror games. Turn around, buddy. Come on, grab this so I don't have to manually kill you. Dude is oblivious. All right, well. We'll just wait for him to come over a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can definitely see why people enjoy them. It's just that a lot of times they try, the shock factor is just doesn't make it as interesting for me. And I also like, you know, they tend to like make it very easy to lose progress, which is annoying. You think you got brain rot from the from Luigi's Mansion? Maybe. But no, I don't know. One of these days I will play the Luigi's Mansion series on stream. I'm just pretty sure. Can you just go for the bread bug? There's one treasure to grab in this whole place. Just go for it, please. So I don't have to spend ages trying to throw purple Pikmin. All right, just get flattened, dude. You could have done this the easy way, but no, you had to choose the hard way. So yeah, it's looking a lot like that one treasure just didn't spawn on the first sub-level. Go figure. Gosh dang it. Gonna have to do this whole cave over again. Just because one of the treasures didn't spawn. Either that or I'm blind, which, you know, it's totally possible. I've definitely had cases where I was blind and I thought I missed one, but ended up not missing any. But if it happens here, but I've definitely also had it happen where it just didn't spawn and it wasted my time making me to go back. It'd be really annoying if I have to do that. Because that means we're pretty much not making any additional progress in the stream other than just Having to go through this cave again so we can finish off the Valley of Repose. Yeah, one of them just didn't spawn. There was so much open space, so many dead ends where they could have put it, and the randomizer was just like, what if I randomly didn't give you the treasure? Unbelievable, man. And it's at the far end of the Valley of Repose, so I gotta go all the way back, and the enemies are gonna randomize, and... oh, boy. Just wonderful, really. Like, I know that, like, in original Pikmin 2, it was technically possible for it to happen, I think. But they had a lot more precautions, so you didn't really have to worry about just not getting a treasure because it spawned. It just didn't spawn. But, you know, randomizers, they just say, screw it, the rules don't matter. Purple Pikmin, please hurry up. Well, at the very least, it's on the first sub-level. So, like, we can go in and get it and then just book it for the exit every time. It's not the worst thing imaginable. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't the cave at the very end of the Valley of Froze. It's the one right here. That's right. Silly me. Alright, we're going to move all our Pikmin past it. Then I'm going to hit the egg to see if we get any goodies. Like nectar, because we could really use it for our purples. And if it's just a violent enemy, then we go in. Come on, guys, hurry up! We don't got all day. Okay, that was kind of like the worst thing it could have been. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No. No, no, you're not telling me that the treasure just happened to not spawn again. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man, this is gonna be rough. Like, there's no way they just conveniently forgot to spawn the treasure twice in a row. Oh, man. Like, I'm just double checking that. Like, I'm pretty sure it was on sub-level 1, but maybe it was on one of the other sub-levels. Where's the exit? Okay, it's over there. It's... like, why does the game have to be so mean? Also, that's just, like, really rotten luck that it happened twice in a row. I don't even know why. Like, I'm going through this whole cave again. This exit over there. Take some of our yellows. Yeah, I'm just like double checking to make sure I'm not like being really stupid and just missed it on a later floor. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's on the first. But yeah, imagine like the game telling you like, hey, you missed the treasure in this cave. Go back. And it's like, all right, well, I'm in here. Where's the treasure? Oh, there's no treasure here. What? Like, this is literally stupid. It's Breadbook Cave again. Just unbelievable, man. Killing me here, game. Let me finish the Valley Repose, gosh dang it. How hard can it be? So we're going to leave our purples behind because there's, like, no real reason to bring them. They're just slowing us down. We need one treasure on the first floor. One singular treasure. Just stop making me go through the song and dance multiple times over again, please. Let's check the... Where am I going? Stuff up here. See if there's any goodies in the eggs. Probably not, because they just like to put evil things in eggs. Case in point. Alright, guys, run for your lives. We'll grab another yellow Pikmin. Well, home is no longer safe, but that's fine, because we don't care about there. All we care about is getting one treasure on the first gosh dang floor of a cave that doesn't want to put in a treasure. So now we just do the long walk over, making sure we're not losing Pikmin. I guess, like, it doesn't really need all these Pikmin, but... I don't know, man. I'm just tired of this. If the treasure doesn't show up for the third time, I'm going to be just a little bit mad. By a little bit, I mean a lot, but... Leave the egg alone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, like, this is so insane that this randomizer might just literally be impossible. Like, how is it that it just randomly doesn't let me clear the cave 3 times in a row unless there's something else going on. There could be a certain something else going on. And I can understand why it would mess things up if that were the case. But it would have to mean that this isn't a fully randomized cave. I mean, like, I guess... Well, it's not necessarily randomized every time you go in on all aspects. So I'm just gonna sit around on this sub-level for a bit. Just to see. Because maybe, just maybe, it's like, actually, it's in a water wraith. Because I know that kind of works a little funky with the treasure radar if you're not on the final sub-level. But who boy is it mean to have that be the case. If it is the water wraith, then I have kind of maybe screwed myself by not letting myself have any purple Pikmins, which means it would be literally impossible to fight if that was genuinely what was going on. But at least I would have knowledge in knowing that that's what's going on, you know? Instead, this is a limbo where it's just like, something's wrong. You don't know what it is. That's just a boulder, it's not a water wraith. Hate to see it, really. Well, at least we have purples now if we need it. Got my hopes up for a moment. You know things are bad when you're genuinely hoping a random water wraith spawns out of nowhere. But yeah, like, what else could it be? If not, like, a water wraith messing with the detection. I mean, I'll wait a few minutes just going around chilling, hoping it spawns, but I don't have much hope. I mean, like, maybe it's you need to use up a candy pop bud for it to spawn. I don't know. Just a boulder. Who cares? It's not the water wraith. But yeah, this is just not what you want to see in a randomizer. Just constantly not getting the thing to spawn, not even possibly not even being able to have it spawn. I just don't know, genuinely don't know why it's so messed up that it's not working. Well, guess what? I didn't have squat. Yeah, it's looking like this cave just might be bugged. I don't know how or why. It just screw you, I guess, is what the game is telling me. Gosh, I don't even like. This could just straight up ruin the whole randomizer for me. It being like literally impossible for some stupid reason. And like I know like randomizers can sometimes mess things up, but like this is kind of. I don't even know how they mess it up this bad. The game logic shouldn't just always fail to spawn something, I think. I don't know, man. And the next time we do Pikmin 2 Randomizer may just be the last, because if I keep running into this problem with it next time, then there's just no reason to keep doing this one. Which kind of sucks, because, you know, I've done quite a bit of this randomizer, and just not being able to finish because of a problem like that, it sucks. But, oh well. It is what it is. But anyways, so today we finished Super Mario 3D Land. Just one more 3D Mario game remains. That's going to be Super Mario Odyssey. We're going to be playing that on Saturday. That should be really fun and enjoyable. So, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. We will see you all next time. Oh boy, that's a lot of moons to get. Yeah, it's going to be a decent bit, but it'll be fine. It'll be better than going through Super Mario 3D World every level 5 times. But yeah, see ya.